What's going on YouTube? Chris back with another video. Today we're going to be checking out something very interesting. This is the xCool USB 4-in-1 cable. This was provided to me by Cool Gadgets, and basically this is, as I mentioned, a 4-in-1 USB cable. So this is something that's pretty special, I think, at least according to what I'm seeing on their website. I'll leave a link down in the description below. You can pick this up on Amazon. It's normally 28 bucks, but if you use my code 10ChrisCool, you'll get up to 30% off your purchase. So let's get right into it. What makes this so special is, like I said, it's a 4-in-1 cable. So this supports up to 100 watts fast charging. So that's going to be great to be able to charge all of your devices, including laptops, phones, tablets, and any other accessories in between. The reason why I say it's 4-in-1 is because it is just that. If you are a person that has a family with multiple people that have many different devices, such as Apple or Android or anything else, then you know the pain of having to deal with a lightning cable, USB-C cable, and USB-A. So this is kind of what we're talking about. This cable pretty much does it all to support all of your charging needs. So this, I will say, this quality feels really nice. This is a nice flat braided cable. This is the black and gray color, and there's also a green one, which is on Cool Gadgets website directly, which I'll also include down below. So depending on which one you prefer, you can pick up whichever color from whatever store. This is 6 feet long, so you're going to have adequate length to charge your laptop. Let's say you're sitting in bed and you want to have your phone charging while you're on it, then you can do this. This includes a little Velcro strap for when you're on the go traveling. And then these cable connectors are something else. Let's look at this. This is what's special. And let's go ahead and see here. So we have USB-A on one side, and you have your lightning on the other. And then we go ahead and undo this. Literally just kind of pulls out. We are now greeted with a USB-C. Pull this side out, USB-C. So right away, we can tell two different things. One, this is the host side, right? So this is going to be plugging into whatever you're using, such as a computer, the charger. So this side is your host. And then this side is essentially the one that you're plugging into to charge, right? So do keep that in mind. So this is, like I said, 6 feet long, very nice durable braiding, and nice metal end pieces here for your charging needs right up here. So I will say something else that was really interesting that caught my eye is that the tip out here is actually a little longer than normal, because they've made this longer just by like a millimeter or so to account for cases and things like that. So you're going to be able to, this looks bulky, yes, and it is bulky, but you're still going to be able to, for the most part, plug into whatever device that you need. So this supports 100 watts USB-C, so you're going to be able to charge your laptops. Now I have a Lenovo 7 Pro laptop, which supports and I believe charges at 100 watts, 120 watts via Type-C, and this charges it not a problem. I have the green one as well and been using it for quite some time and actually really enjoy it. What else comes in the box is this little bag of goodies. I say bag, and it's a box, this little box of goodies. So inside we have some nice additional Velcro, so that's awesome. So from some management, and then we have a neat little wire holder. So this has some double-sided tape on the back. You'll be able to mount this wherever and just kind of stick your cable right inside, or any other 3 cables that you might have, and this will hold it up. That way they're not on the floor dangling around. They'll be safe. Let's say when you're vacuuming, keep them nice and clean there too. But let's go ahead and take out my Pixel 7 here. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in down here. And you can see there's that little extra gap that we were talking about to account for cases. I'm going to go ahead and plug the other side into my charger. We have charging rapidly. So basically you'll be able to plug this in 100 watts, and it supports all various type of devices. Now, of course, Samsung, things like that, of course, they say, yes, it can charge 42% faster than a 60-watt charger and cable, but that all really depends on the type of charger you're using and device. This isn't going to miraculously charge your iPhone or Pixel, for example, at 100 watts. So you're limited by the device of its charging speed, so do keep that in mind. But this is really nice, thick, quality braided cabling. It doesn't tangle, so you're going to be able to roll it up, use some Velcro, tight it, and it's going to stay nice and compact where you're going. So this feels great. We have cats, and they like to play with cables, and so far it's held up in terms of the nylon cabling here with their claws and teeth, and haven't had any issues of malfunctioning. But I will say, one thing that you're gonna probably run into issues with is, I mentioned earlier that this is a pretty big cable. This area is pretty thick. When you're plugging this into a computer, you're gonna come into some compatibility issues. This is a standard USB cable in terms of thickness, and usually when computers on the back, or your laptops, whatever, when you plug them in, they're usually kind of like a standard size in terms of how far apart you are. You're going to run into issues of this actually being able to plug in because of just how much thicker this is compared to your standard USB port, as you can see here. So do keep that in mind. You might need to use a specific port to plug this into. That's been my thing that I've noticed right away when I tried using this on the back of my desktop computer, is just how thick this was. It interfered with some other cables. Yeah, and so that took about 30 seconds. So data transfer, I would say perfectly fine going from C to C. Again, this depends on the device you're using. So if you're using a Thunderbolt port, that's going to support faster speeds, a USB 4, 3, 3.1, or USB 2, and also just the drive that you're using. You're going to be, there's a lot of factors that go into your speeds that transferring, copying data from, and things like that. So yeah, this cable is really nice. This kind of, that piece runs along this little slide rail right there, and then it just fits and attaches securely inside. You have your lightning port, and yeah, this is that 4-in-1 cable. So like I said, I'd leave the link all in the description where you can pick this up. Again, thank you so much, Cool Gadget, for sending this out. Again, 10 xCool to get up to 30% off on Amazon, where you'll be able to save some money here. So let me know in the comments below if you are a household that has multiple devices that need a cable like this. I think this will solve all you new iPhone 15 owners that have a USB-C phone, and maybe some of your other family members don't have one now. You can support all your devices in your house. So thank you all for watching. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below and I'll be able to answer them for you. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.